Hi, this is Corndog. This year for Mother's Day, Mr. Corndog got me this really nice set of highway pegs, and I also got some foot pegs to go with them. So today we're going to install these on the 2010 Dyna Super Glide Custom. Okay, Steve says always read the directions. So reading the directions, the first step is to install the set screws. And first thing we have to do is to dig out these little caps that are down here in the frame. So we're going to do that just using a very small screwdriver. We'll remove those caps and set them aside, being careful not to scratch the frame. Okay, keep in mind that the set screw comes from the factory with yellow Loctite already on it. That makes it really hard to turn and difficult to tighten, but we're going to tighten this down, leaving about 3 threads exposed. Then we have our mounting plate, which has 2 holes. You can use either one depending on how short or tall you are and how you want your pegs adjusted. I'm going to use the top hole because I'm fairly short and I want to make sure that it's up high where it's within reach. Then I have my bolt assembly, which is the 1-inch bolt, a Loctite washer, and a flat washer. And we're going to set the top hole over the set screw. Maybe. And then we're going to slip the whole bolt assembly like so. The directions say to tighten this down to 33 foot-pounds. We'll do that later. For right now, I'm just going to make it finger tight and we're ready to go to the next step. Okay, we've torqued this to 33 foot-pounds using the torque wrench, so that's ready to go. Now we're ready to put the peg support onto the plate. So we've got our foot peg support that's going to go on here. Starting from the back, we're going to have our lock washer, our flat washer, and our hex nut. And as we get this to the point where it's tightened, we want to make sure that the peg support ends up tilted backwards at about a 45-degree angle. That's so that when the pegs are installed, if the bike should tip over and the pegs hit the ground, they'll flip up and back instead of catching on the ground and pitching me off the bike. So we're going to make that finger tight, and then we'll reset our torque wrench, and this needs to be tightened to 47 foot-pounds. Okay, that's tightened down to 47 foot-pounds. Now we're ready to mount the foot peg onto the peg support. I've got some basic foot pegs here. We're going to start with the little mounting tab, and then we're going to start to slide the foot peg in there. It fits real tight, so we're going to give it a couple of good shoves there. And then I have to try to line up. There we go. Get all the holes lined up from the peg to the support to the mounting tab. And then we have our mounting bolt. And then we're just going to tap that through. And we've got our lock washer.
Lock nut.
And we tap that through. We've got our lock nut that's going to go on from the bottom. Okay, that's finger tight. Okay, we've got it tightened down to where it needs to be. The foot peg comes up the way it's supposed to at 45 degrees. I'm going to hop on the bike and just test the position. If it needs to be adjusted, we'll do that. And there's my other foot position. That's actually just what I was looking for. So that should fit me just fine. Somebody who's a different height than me might need it in a different position, but it's easy enough to adjust. We'll go over and do the other side. That's all there is to it.